your storm track weather with Ashton Rizzo. Sponsored by Lewis Toyota.
Good evening and welcome back. For tonight, we are just going to have a gradual increase to our clouds as we head into the overnight hours, and this is going to transition us into a mostly cloudy day to start off Friday, but then quickly clearing for the second half of the day on Friday. So the clouds won't stick around for long, just until about lunchtime or so. Then that sunshine returns and warm temperatures take its place. We have a warm weekend, but then we do have a Sunday rain chance. This is pushing in early day Sunday, so most of us will end up with a dry weekend because that's going to come and go very quickly, and then even the low 70s will be returning for the second half of next week. Today though, kind of a cool start. We started off at 28 degrees, which was below that average low of 36, and then we got up to 54 degrees, which is still shy of the average high. As we approach into this weekend and beyond, temperatures are just going to be back into the 60s, even 70s, kind of wiping that average out. And as we take a glance with our Holton camera, just partly cloudy. You can kind of see the flags are still blowing in the winds though right now. The wind's still currently from the southwest. And another glance with another camera, our Emporia camera, still mostly clear. You can see that on the horizon with our Emporia camera. But it is a mild evening. Most of us are going to stay in the low 40s, a few dipping into the upper 30s further towards the northeast, but most of us staying into the 40s for tonight at 46 degrees in Topeka. 47 for Council Grove, even still hanging on to 51 for us in Junction City. So like I said, it is a mild night, but you will still want that jacket if you're heading out for this evening. Winds are going to continue to stay from the south to southwest, near 10 to 15 miles per hour, pushing even closer to 20 mile per hour wind speeds at times. That means we're going to be gusting close to 25 miles per hour. And then once tomorrow afternoon rolls around, winds shift directions. They're going to be from the northwest, still near 20 miles per hour, so it'll be gusting for tomorrow, and then winds taper down as we head into tomorrow night. So for this evening though, clouds have been just rolling in from the west to the east, giving us that partly to mostly cloudy sky, and that is going to stick around as we move into Friday morning, as well as those clouds just continue to take over really the whole state of Kansas. So looking just partly to mostly cloudy. Waking up on Friday, it will be mostly dry, just limited sunshine for the first half of the day on Friday. Now as we move into Friday afternoon, that sunshine returns, and that's going to really help to elevate those temperatures back into the 60s by Friday afternoon. We will have the winds though to take into consideration, the low humidity, so tomorrow's another day with an elevated fire danger though. And then as we transition into Friday evening, clearing back out, a clear sky overhead, and Saturday is going to bring in a few additional clouds throughout the morning on Saturday. Mostly dry Saturday with warm temperatures. It would be a nice day to get outside. And then like I mentioned, we have that weekend rain chance. Really the overnight hours as we head Saturday into Sunday, so around 3, 4 a.m. Some of our eastern counties might see this rain, and then southeast of I-35 would be our greatest chance of seeing the rain, but it comes and goes very quickly, and then drying back out for the second half of Sunday. And then today is the first official day of spring, so it's interesting to look at the average last freeze of each season. On average, we're in this green area right there. It's late April for our last freeze. So even though temperatures for this week are still well above those freezing points, we still have a chance of seeing it, but not this week. 66 degrees for Friday. We are approaching this weekend with temperatures in the 60s, that early chance of rain as we head into Sunday. And then as the time next week rolls around, we're back into the low 70s for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So really just a great week ahead overall.
Yeah, nothing better than the 70s, the low 70s.
You bet.
70s.
Yeah, we've even had some 80s already, but
yes,
nice to kind of work our way back toward that instead of all of a sudden it just hitting.
Yes, and it's kind of consistent now as well. It's not like the roller coaster
like
we
that.
saw last week.
Yeah, or yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday we had blowing snow, and then today we had sunshine.
It's been great.
You know, it's almost time to put the brakes on really putting things in the ground yet. You've got a couple of 34s in the forecast, and you mentioned that the last freeze date is still a 3 or 4 week period away.
Yeah,
so.
we still have some time for that
All right.
last freeze.
I can plan and kind of get ready, but I can't quite do it.
Yeah, plan what you're going to plant.
Yeah. And get ideas and go look around and all that stuff.
Exactly. Enjoy the weather while you can.
Enjoy it.
Great time of year to do that.
Yep.
Well, up next in sports, we're